Hello everyone and welcome to Terrafirmagreg. We have a lot of auto crafting and I'm going to do something that might look a tad insane. I figured out how to charge this electric jetpack, by the way. I just put it in our HV battery buffer. It charged so slowly and it uses so much more power than the other one, but it is so much quicker. Look how much faster it is, obviously vertically, but also horizontally. I can't really show you right now because of this nonsense. There we go. Look how much faster. It actually goes like, I think at running speed. Yeah, it's a lot nicer. Man, did not prepare enough. I need water and I am hungry. I've just been AFKing, kind of letting our ME system craft up some things. And just letting processes run. But like I said, I'm gonna do something crazy. You know this nitrobenzene setup we have? Let's get rid of it. We don't need this, or these pipes, or any of this absolute nonsense of a system that we have here. Oh, I have a couple questions for you guys too. What is the next faster tool? We have been using red steel and blue steel forever, as long as I can remember, right? Since we got a bucket, we've been using red steel and blue steel. Surely there is a faster thing now. Let's take a look. Is stainless steel faster? Stainless steel, let's see, which one of these is faster? 18 mining speed, 25 mining speed. The stainless steel isn't faster, so that's not it. I'm sure it's some fancy thing, like that we haven't used yet, that we haven't made yet rather. But I really need a faster tool. Let's get rid of all of these things. I'm gonna make all my tools faster, and then just put a bunch of the durability charged ones. I'll put all my old tools in the system so I can use them for crafting. I made a couple ones, or we have the old red steel wrench in the ME system that it uses for auto crafting. But you might be asking, what are you doing? You just made this crazy system and did a ton of math and all that stuff to get infinite nitrobenzene. Yeah, we did. And now I'm stuck in the water that I tried to drown Flurben in last episode. Ignore that. We did, but that is irrelevant now. It doesn't work. There's a few backlog issues that we just didn't account for, I guess, like this. This makes two things, ammonia and hydrochloric acid, and it makes hydrochloric acid faster than it makes ammonia, I think. That's why this machine will never get enough ammonia. This is backlogged with hydrochloric acid and no ammonia. Also, that sulfuric acid is no longer being produced and pumped into this. Also, the hydrogen is no longer being produced or pumped into this. Also, the chlorine is no longer being produced and pumped into this. So it just doesn't work anymore. I've gotten rid of so many machines in favor of a little secret here. We are going to do all of this with our ME system. And I've already done it actually. So I'm going to show you how. It's good enough for now. Let's put away some of these insanely expensive machines that we now have access to. If you take a look in our ME system, actually, let's go. Yeah, well, look at the craftable things. Look at the sheer number of craftable things we have. It's so nice. I taught it how to make polytetrafluoroethylene. Incredible, right? Iron 3 chloride. Amazing. Polyvinyl chloride. Also incredible. More importantly, though, nitrobenzene. Let's tell it, make 100 buckets. Okay. Oh, okay, hold up. I can't make 100 buckets because I haven't taught it how to make distilled water. I was just going to pump a ton of distilled water into it. Let's say make 40 buckets. Nope. We can make 30 buckets. Look at that. It knows how to make all of these things. We started crafting, and I'm at 4 minutes and 15 seconds on the recording. We're making 32 buckets. Let's see how long that takes. It's really cool to watch this too. I think let's go take a look at how I did this, right? So using this setup from last time, these four machines are on no circuit. These four machines are on no circuits as well. These four machines are on circuit 1. They are what we're using to make nitrogen dioxide, nitrogen trioxide, all of the things, right? Look, it's making everything. It's using all four machines when it needs them to make everything it needs. And then these four machines are actually on 0 because that's how we make our iron 3 chloride. And look at this. I got a little more setup here. I put 4 gas turbines here and we've got another high voltage battery buffer. But basically, this machine knows how to make nitrobenzene, and then this machine knows how to make everything else. There might be a better way to like split these up, but like I said, these are on 1, these are on 0, and these are on, sorry, nothing, and then these are on 0. I think there's a difference between 0 and nothing. I'm actually not sure now that I think about it, because one of the recipes does specify it has to be 0, and I don't know why. That's the iron 3 chloride. 3 chloride. If you guys know, please leave a comment. Like, why does this... No, this has to be on 1. Am I a fool? What the heck? Let's put all these on 1. I think when you shift click... Oh, you know what it is? When you shift click into the ME system, it actually goes to 1. So we can make all of these ones as well. All of these are 1s, and we're going to split up these processes a little bit just so it has the, you know, more access to more machines. Anyway, it knows how to make all of that. Let's see if it's made it by now. It's been, I don't know, 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes, and it's been done for a while. Isn't that awesome? So the next step is to hook up a distillery, which is, I think we have one in here. Oh, I don't want to get rid of all this benzene. You know what I'm going to do? We don't need this benzene, as I hooked it up using a storage bus into our system, right? We have infinite benzene. Well, it's not super fast, but it's infinite, right? And then let's grab one of these drums. This should be enough to empty all of the wires on this. I think this is how I'm going to do that. This is how I've been doing it, right? So now all of them are pumping into those machines. And if I come here and I just keep taking the benzene out of our advanced gas turbines, I should be able to clear out those buffers in the wires underneath. Yeah, there we go. And we're gonna, oops, accidentally just got rid of some. It's kind of finicky, I'll be honest. We don't need that tiny bit of chlorine. We'll take all of that, another advanced gas turbine, and we'll pick up these wires too. But yeah, as I was saying, it's really quick on making that. Our next step here is this advanced distillery 2. Let me show you how I do this, because I made a little bit of a few upgrades to how we go about adding more to our auto crafting system, and it's so useful. So our advanced distillery 2, always make sure immediately put the outputs on the top and then allow inputs. We have 7 of those left. I did teach our ME system how to make these, so that's nice. We do have to manually make these, which is so annoying because it requires the clean room, but at least it makes 4 at a time. Yeah, it's really frustrating. Now, you could make them 1 at a time, and maybe I should, because that I could automate. Yeah, I might do that. But anyway, so we have this ME pattern provider above the distillery. Now, let's say I come over here and I'm like, I want our ME system to know how to make distilled water. Now, how do I want it to make distilled water? I think I want it to make distilled water on the good setting. So if we look at distilled water, we can do it on setting 1 or setting 5. Setting 5 takes no time. Setting 1 takes 8 seconds. Oh, now I've got a little conundrum, right? Because this distillery, if I want it to be able to do any things, it's probably going to be want it to do on 1. And this uses a lot more power. Let me do some math. You know what? I've decided on another thing. Sure, we'll leave our advanced distillery set up like this. I don't need the ME system auto-crafting distilled water, right? We're always going to want distilled water. So if I come here, oops, number of items, I'm sure, yeah, we've got a basic distillery here. You know what? That's actually really bad. I might swap this out for a better distillery. Do you think we have one somewhere around here? We have a lot of machines. Really? We don't have another one. Well, I'll use the HV one for now, and we'll just leave this untamed, as it were. Where's my wire cutters? There we go. I'm gonna slap this advanced distillery maybe downstairs. I'm actually... Oh, yeah, wait. No. I've got an idea, right? So if we slap this guy, let's say... Oh, this is a bit tricky. So I want to have power to it, obviously, and I want it to go into the ME system. I want to pump water into it, and pump distilled water out of it. And the distilled water, I kind of want to just pump it into like one of these fluid tanks here. I have just a ridiculous number of them stored with air. And if I pop that here and put a storage bus on it and then water, just going to sleep real quick because I don't like it at night. It's kind of dark, I know. Let's go back and put that water in. Like I was saying, priority 100, there we go. I'm setting 100 for everything over here. And then just normal water. We're going to store that in a system like that. And then I'm going to want a second one for distilled water. I think I'm going to have it here. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. And we're going to say, can I fluid lock like this? No, that's okay. Let's put a storage bus on this and give it distilled water and priority 100. Awesome, right? So now all of our water will be stored there. All our distilled water will be stored in there, hopefully. We do want that to be on just in case. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come over to any place where we can actually slap this thing down. And it might be right here. I just feel like that's ugly. So let's pop it down here. You know what? I'm going to do it in the miscellaneous machines. That would be here. We're going to put this down and this down so that the machine is going to take its input from the back, because I like everything to, so export from the system water, just straight up water, H2O. There we go. And then import to the system distilled water. I don't know about, no, that should be fine. You know what? The import bus doesn't have to be filtered. It's perfectly okay. We should be good with both of that. There we are. Water's going into the system. And now I think 5 makes a lot more water. Oh, wait. Was it 1? Yeah, the 1 makes a lot more water and it makes it slower. But overall it makes like more per tick or so, if that makes sense, right? Because this makes a lot more, like 30 times more, but it makes it over 10 times it's 10 times the duration, but it makes way more than 10 times, right? 10 times this would be 50. And it uses more water and it's not 1-to-1, but that's fine. We have infinite water. Now, this distilled water being pumped into the system, and it should be constantly running. Yeah, that's starting to get that backlog. That's always being empty out. Perfect. Now, we come over here. We now have infinite distilled water in a system. Isn't that useful? If I come here and I take a look, it should say distilled water. And of course it doesn't, because these machines really don't like me. Sometimes you just gotta rotate them like this and then rotate them back. And look at that, it's working just fine. See? And yeah, I know I have the input, but it's allowed and it's checked. So that's not the problem. I've tried changing that. But once you have it like that, it works. I've had the similar issue with a lot of these, actually. I don't know why. It's kind of frustrating me, actually. Oh, this has oxygen. Let's see. I'm going to need a bucket of water to kind of kickstart this machine. Let me go grab that. Just occurred to me, we don't have any water going into our ME system. Just seawater. Is that what that's putting in here? Did I tell it to put seawater? Does that work? Or did we're out of water now? Okay, so we definitely want some source of automatic water into a system. I am going to pump it in from here because this makes way more than this input bus is even going to allow to be put into the system, or be able to catch up with, rather. And boop, go. Oh gosh, what did I do? What did I do? That's fine. Just go up into the system. Let's see if our water is going to be able to keep up with that. I want to make more acceleration cards. We only have 5. I want to automate it, but it's kind of a mess to automate. It's okay, right? Let's take a look at our water. It is going up and it's fluctuating a little bit, which tells me it's being used for distilled water, I think. Speaking of water, I am extremely thirsty again. Do you guys know if there's any so I've had some frustrations, right, with hazardous materials. We need the hazmat suit on all the time, or anything I touch that's hazardous just kills us. And it's so frustrating. This really cool nanomuscle suit armor doesn't protect me from the hazardous materials. Is there anything that's going to protect me aside from this, or I'm just going to be wearing this suit the entire series? Like, what's up with that? Well, I don't know. Okay, now we have distilled water. Very cool. That's a little slow, but it'll catch up eventually. Let's take a look at how much we have. 16 buckets. So now, if we go nitrobenzene, and we go craftable, can we make like 30 buckets? Yeah, that only takes 8. What if can we make like 100 buckets? Let's see. No, we would need 7 more buckets of distilled water. Maybe I'll just wait for a little. Okay, you think this is good? Let's see if we can make our 100 buckets of nitrobenzene. Boom, next. Look at that. I'm gonna time this. I wanna see how long it takes. Let me get a timer out of my phone real quick. I should have had this ready to go. Stopwatch, start. Yeah, I'll be back when this is done. I just want to see how long it takes us to make 100 buckets. I guess it's 104 because it makes 8 buckets at a time, and 96 or 104 is divisible by 8. Not 100, believe it or not. You would think, just because like the 4s and stuff. I don't know why. And 200 is divisible by 8, but you know, let's see how long this takes. I think it's finishing up. It's only got 8 buckets left. That's one more craft. Well, there it is. That only took 1 minute and 45 seconds to make 100 buckets of nitrobenzene. Man, nitrobenzene, it makes 8 buckets it makes about 1 bucket per second. So to make 100 buckets, that's 100 seconds. That's almost exact. 1 minute 45, that's 105 seconds. Wow. So this was insanely efficient. That's like this constantly running. Woohoo. Now it does take this, right? And I think if we add some more co-processing units, it'll do a little better. Like you can craft more at once. I don't remember how I need these. Let's see. Co-processing. Ooh, mega. Yeah, I can't do that yet. That's, oh, wait. No, this one's probably insane. Yeah. EV tier? Liquid polytetrafluoroethylene? Wait a second. Is this not that bad? It takes, oh, okay, it's Ivy. Ignore me. Engineering processor, easy. Clean room, annoying. But crafting unit, I think that was pretty easy. Yeah, I used our EV assembler in there. And then it was just a couple processors, couple steer plates, and then HV tier circuits. We do know how to make HV circuits. Like, check this out. Can I make 10 of these? No, we need liquid soldering alloy. I should teach our machines how to make this. Liquid soldering alloy. Okay, so also something else I did. Look at this. Look at this. ME pattern access terminal. This thing is so useful. Please make it if you can. Go in here. I can put our things in just whatever I need, right? I can tell what it is, which machine it is, right? Because it says the name. But I can also tell which machine setting it is on, like what circuit setting, right? Because this is obviously on setting 1. This is on setting 2. This is 3, 4, and 8. And then this one, no setting. It's a little trickier to tell. I just kind of know which one of these processes takes like 1 and this one, which 2 take none. And I think it's the bottom 2 that take 1 because PCBs do. And then obviously these are the 2 benders we have. I taught it how to make energium crystals, which is really nice. It makes them with water right now, so it's kind of slow. Let's see if I want to craft 1. Missing 5 redstone. Excuse me? We don't have any redstone in it? What? What? Hold on. Energium crystal. Can you please craft 1? Why would it say missing 5 redstone? That is silly. That is silly. You know what I think it is? I think that this recipe here is a dud. Sometimes when you shift click from over here, like the system over here. Oh no, this recipe would be fine. It's the recipe for making. Oh no, what did this go in? Hold on. Energium crystal. You make this in the autoclave. Yeah. So let's pop this into advanced autoclave. That's the only thing. That doesn't require redstone. What does require redstone is the energium dust that we should have some. No, we don't. Right? Redstone. So sometimes when you shift click into the system, I forgot. I don't actually know how to edit this. It's kind of frustrating. Sometimes when you shift click into the system, it just doesn't work properly. And in like 3, 4, 5, is this gonna rewrite? Let's test that. Let's see. Gosh, what is this made in? The mixer, advanced mixer 2. Okay, now let's see. Can you make energium dust? Yeah, see, I just replaced the redstone. It's the exact same thing. Just shift clicking it in didn't work. Something to do with NBT data or something probably. Let's take these out. No, I'm gonna empty our inventory because it is an absolute disaster. Put our benzene into the system. It's a little easy to kind of keep track of it now. Let's go craftable. Take one system. Now, it's making them with distilled water, which takes a while, right? I think it takes like 60 seconds to make one of these energium crystals with distilled water. Yeah, so it takes a minute to make one. That's fine. It's automatic. It's good enough. The other option is make it with liquid blue steel, but to automate our system to have liquid blue steel, we kind of need like an alloy blast furnace, or we need to just like make a bunch of blue steel and then hook up an extractor, and that's a mess. We do have an extractor, right? I popped that in. Well, we have a fluid solidifier. I don't know if I made an extractor. It doesn't look like it. But we have a lot of nice auto crafting here. And that should be kind of finishing up. Why is it still crafting this energium dust? That doesn't seem right. How does it make energium dust? It makes it in here. It takes 30 seconds. So it takes 90 seconds per. That's kind of a while. Oh well. Let's go ahead and check up on it. Yeah. One of these machines should be kind of glowing. The mixer. Why is it not? Oh, this mixer has to be on 1. Now it automatically knows how to make them. I wonder when that changed. Or if I just never tried to make them like that. Because Flurben made a bunch and I thought I made 10 more. Oh, you know what? It didn't need any more energium dust. And I don't think it should, right? Let's take a look at stored energium dust. No, I guess we did use all the rest. We have none left. That's fine. Oh, what else do we want to... Oh, I want to just one brief walkthrough. If you are going to automate your system to make nitrobenzene, and let's go ahead and make a lot more. Let's make... we don't have enough distilled water for that. Can I make 200 buckets? No crafting CPUs are available. Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about. We need a lot more of these co-processing units. I think that'll add to it. I'll make a few of those. That'll be done soon. But if you want to, I'll automate more nitrobenzene. But if you want to do this yourself, I do recommend there's 2 recipes for nitric oxide, right? As you can see here, I have the bottom recipe. That's because it gives, well, it doesn't use, well, no, nitrogen dioxide. What is there 2 recipes? Oh, for nitric acid. 2 recipes for nitric acid. Both are viable. They both require similar things. This requires a little less nitrogen dioxide. This requires 1 bucket more nitrogen dioxide. But the output, look at that. We get a bucket of nitric oxide back, which we can use to make nitrogen dioxide. So I think this is better overall because we can kind of recycle a little bit of that nitric oxide and it's just more useful for our ME system, right? So if we take a look in here and we go... We have some extra nitric oxide if we want. We have some extra nitric acid, all that good stuff. Now that that's done, let's craft up a bunch of nitrobenzene just because it looks really, really cool. 200 buckets, start. Now let's come over here. Look at that. That's just awesome. If you guys have advice on what else to automate, I do want to automate the crafting of these co-processing units. I probably want to automate a few more just normal crafting things. Like we have MV robot arms, HV robot arms, HV things. We should automate the MV and HV, all of the pumps and conveyor modules and pistons, because those are kind of annoying to make. They're easy to make because we have these. And look at, can I take a look at how many like machines we have? I think if I search energy, yeah, look at all these. Look at the sheer number of machines we have in here. I think there's more that just don't pop up. And we already have so much nitrobenzene. Now what I want to do is I want to hook up our system with this nitrobenzene and then pump it around the base. I'm not sure yet if I want to change all of these out for ME cables, but I'm thinking probably it's just going to be a lot of work to clear our system. And what I could do instead is just pump into this system. But eventually we are going to have throughput issues where these pipes don't quite make enough or transport enough to support our ME system. But I mean, this is just a little recap episode. I got rid of our polyethylene here. I got, our iron 3 chloride and plastic printed circuit boards. It does know how to make those now. I got rid of our polytetrafluoroethylene. It knows how to make that now, which is really, really useful. And now it knows how to make nitrobenzene. So I'm going to get rid of all this. I will still keep our benzene in this line powered by the, what's it called? This bad boy, the steam production, just as like a kind of a fail-safe just in case. And also it's already hooked up. It's very simple. It works. It's completely self-contained. Like there's no outside input needed for it aside from this nitrogen. And yeah, that's it. It's like, it's nice. And but yeah, well, I guess thanks for watching, everyone. I have a few questions though. I am going to make an MV tips episode pretty soon. If you have any MV tips, go ahead and leave a comment. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good one, everyone.